Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Stars Let's Play. This is Northstar. I hope you folks are well, taking care of each other, and being kind to yourselves. This will probably be my last video this evening. I'm exhausted, but I really need my YouTube channel to get to the point where I can make a bit of money off of it, be able to supplement, hopefully, SSI. The government doesn't fuck with that too much. Bureaucrats don't make it possible. Keep throwing roadblocks up for no stupid reason. Like they've done in the past to many other people. So, a little wary to say the least, but it varies by office, assuming the decisions are made locally. One around locally seems to be better than most. Where it was before, it was terrible. It was no, I guess that was an obvious hint. I'm disabled long COVID. Sometimes very low energy and difficulty focusing, causes sleep issues, and so I'm more and more nocturnal. If you've been following the recent videos, it takes a long time of caffeinating and resting just to have any energy in a day, unfortunately. Whew, is what it is. So I was thinking about what to take next. I could take, I even test it very quick. I could take Cosmogenesis, or I could take Ascension Perk. I don't get any immediate benefit. Sorry, from Cosmogenesis. It gives some guarantee tech options that are way too expensive for the present moment. Nor do I get from like biomorphogenesis or synthetic evolution. Sorry. Burping there. Apologize. Able to proclaim another religious revelation in 3 years. Now, most of these things are either move a colony event chain on that could be potentially dangerous, or give guaranteed research. This, however, lost to bureaucracy, I know. A lot of them are recognized, so, I don't even have to click on them to know what they do. But this, because I've gotten this event many times before, and I've learned some of the different ethic responses, and I even checked. So let me spend a bit of influence and energy to get a whole bunch of uni. It's scaled uni, and since I produce so much, let's see. I guess I thought about doing it this month. Part of why I saved on this first day when I reloaded, I knew it would lead to updating its calculations on what my uni production was. Oh, shoot. The unemploying of a bunch of these priests. That was, that was done before. I forgot to repeat it. I'm going to disable his temple because I don't need to have as many priest jobs as I'm going to work. Not worth it for a little ethics attraction. I should have remembered to do that before, but better late than never, I guess. You know what? Eh. Can at least wait till later in the month. If I screwed up with that temple anyways, and if I screw up with canceling surveys, I can at least take advantage of a screw up before fixing it later. That, I mean, for the moment I'm producing more uni. I'm going to do lost to bureaucracy now. So my uni production should be less later. Due to a major clerical error of its parts of its in prime have fallen behind. Should be, it says, due to a major clerical error, parts of its in prime has. It should be have. The tense is wrong. Whoever wrote this was not. Maybe English wasn't their first language. I don't know. Or they didn't understand grammar. Some computer people don't. Ironically, have fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. The people live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for long. Remedying these problems will cost us time and effort, so you can either add sprawling slums and industrial wasteland, which when you clear the slum you get 100 pops back, but it costs a bunch of energy to clear those. Or you can do this. The advantage, well, first of all, the influence is meaningless because I'm unable to spend all the influence I bring in, really. So it's a bunch of uni instead of a single pop, instead of 100 pops. Since I'm already not doing everything possible to grow pops because they don't have the resources, we have a strong community to help them recover, and this will help me not need to do so many uni production investments in the future. Still a question though of what I want to spend Unity on. I can either go for Ascension perk, or, and I think this is what I should do, and in fact maybe should have run that earlier. Grab the Harmony Tradition. The inner stability agenda is quite nice indeed. Greater good would actually allow me to have a whole bunch of pops not work as police, and Utopian Dream stability. Plus, colony ascension costs, I may actually do that way soon. So I'm going to grab Harmony. Few things can match the strength of a content populace working towards a common goal. In the long run, this is a really strong ascension. I mean, a really strong tradition tree because of the colony ascension effects. So if you actually do a lot of colony ascensions, it'll pay for itself very strongly. This will allow me to eventually grab this, which is 20 stability after launch. By the time I actually get this, it'll probably be 10 years to before I can launch, and 10 years with. So it's an average of 12.5 stability while I'm working on it and launch it. It's a nice agenda for sure. Evolving society is the other one that's potentially useful. Depends how much I'm focused on uni production. This can save me some alloys and starbase upgrades, but only if I had time to launch it. 5% off the upgrades is just not worth it. And if you are, you have the under one rule origin, this can actually add an ascension level to one of your colonies, and so it can very much pay for itself. But most of the time, not great. Higher purpose. Yeah. Materialist progressive growth. Resilient. This mechanical pop assembly speed is potentially better. It used to be just a finite amount of mechanical. They nerfed it, but it's still arguably better than the spiritist agenda. Can't do favorite society for quite a while. Huh. 25 years. Nice for 5 years. Be a while till I can even do chart the unknown. Anyways. It's a nice agenda. And it's nice tradition tree and actually provides benefits immediately. Unlike the perks I can grab. Probably shouldn't have done this, but I suppose it provides some insurance in case of if I'd realized there was no immediate benefit to the Ascension perks, and it's going to be a while till I can actually really make use of them. Genomic research facility thinks this annoying. That would have just gone Harmony and already had the greater good. The greater good. The greater good. Kinships gives reduced empire size from pops. That's interesting. I'm already at only 3/4 normal. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do the mutation ascension pathway anyways. I might just go, I think, I'll finish the agency. Looks like they're not working a full complement of technicians. I would have rather they cut out of farmers, but whatever. If I do an evolutionary predators run, then your early ascension path is mutation. It's actually really good for them because their advanced governments get -1% empire size or size from pops. I don't remember which. I think it's from pops. Which if you have a bunch of other things, I can get to cut the vast majority of your empire size. Either way, total empire size is actually even better though. But either way, per trait your species have, and you can easily end up with like 20 traits. So that is a ludicrously good advanced authority for taking up and taking up and taking up in the very late game. And it may be better than this whole Knights thing. Maybe I'll force spawn a Knights Empire in, because conquering a Knights Empire's homeworld has some nice modifiers that can then go to conquer, like Toxins Most Deadly. And where was the other one? And a Blade Remembrance. Those are empire modifiers from a feature on a planet, meaning whoever controls the planet gets that. It doesn't have to be my empire right now. Wonder if evolutionary predators, there was one of those origins you can get if you have a species with the trait as a founder species. Just like subterranean and void dwellers, if I released, or in necrophage. If I were to release a species with the flexible genetics trait, maybe as a founder species, maybe they'd create new evolutionary predators empire. In which case I could do shenanigans and play as them. Maybe. Could be possible here. I don't know. I don't think I've encountered such an empire yet though. Although I don't know what most of these guys have as their origins either. Unknown origin. All right. So these guys do actually produce some society research, so I should collect that since I already paid the upkeep on the building. one-step it.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Complete hyperlane breach points. Hey, could grab gravitic sensors. That's the level 2 ones. Most useful for writing listening posts, which can be helpful for detecting stealth stuff, so I will want the tech eventually. But I think I want quantum computing. Unless... oh, these all cost gases. Field dynamic center. So, with processing speeds that defy classical limits, the potential of quantum computers is boundless. Their evolutionary technology heralds a great leap into uncharted regions of problem solving. Yeah, people get all crazy about it, but actually it's a somewhat limited utility. It'll make a definite impact, but there's this tendency nowadays for people in computing and AI to constantly overstate the benefits of their technology, even though, you know, we've already had the dot-com bubble. You think people would have learned. You don't see this in, say, biology, where people constantly understate what can be achieved with technology. With processing speeds that defy classical limits, potential quantum computers is balanced. The revolutionary technology heralds a great leap into uncharted regions of problem solving. It's pretty much the same exact description. It's the same description as for the Field Dynamic Center. They didn't even create a new one. That's lazy. Anyways, and I probably want to stick a Field Dynamic Center and Anchor, so the Knights would benefit from it. And there's a lot of them, and the Squires will mean there'll be even more over time. Where I will probably replace the Temple with a Field Dynamic Center. Don't need the priest. Don't want the priest anymore, really. Want more Squires. You know, I think I overestimated the value of the priests. Produce like, I don't know, 61, 62 value for 240. Hmm. 240 pops, which... that's slightly ahead of an equal number of squires, but only slightly. Heck, this monument actually produces more extra value than the temple versus equal number of squires. Alright, yeah. I chose we have a strong committee. Help them recover with the lost bureaucracy since they didn't gain the tile blockers. In case that wasn't clear. Robots to Fits in Prime. Just checking how much value we get from the urban world thing. Let's see. Base upkeep. 1, 5, so 6, 8 energy, 9, 10 energy. 11. .5 food, so 1.1 food. Or sorry, 1.1 energy, 1.5 food instead of... yeah, I'm pretty sure Ag World is already better. Living standards don't benefit from urban world, right? That's what I figured. Time for an agri world. I think I undertook Master of Nature when I was short on minerals. I probably should either do an automation building, which, let's see, it's 17. The food processing center. Yeah, automation building is more profitable. Plaque in the wall reads, it automates. And I'll get around to Master of Nature for some extra pop growth. Not gonna gain that much from it. Another automation building here. Not too much longer. I want ones here and here, so I should probably try and trade for minerals. Any mineral? Not enough to bother. I have a specimen? I have a few specimens. A chambered clay pot. It's just a finite amount of uni, whatever. A veil of Selene. The veil of Selene. Still oil mid value. These things provide fixed amount of. How'd they get these? Localized or Borealis and veil of Selene. I'll have to buy those off them someday. Well, soon, because they won't do it when they're hostile. I don't think they can even build a Grand Archive as a Gestalt, so I can't even benefit from the stuff. I think it's trade it to me, I guess. Oops. Let's give me 750 trade and what else? Food? I take food? I don't want a limited amount. Let's see. And 5. Cut this by 2. Oh yeah, they like. That'll do. Gain two focused and gain the best possible deal. Alright. Oh, shit. That was at -11. They're never gonna accept that. I might even be offended by it. Whoopsie daisy. Whoops. I won't take them all into reject. Because they're not angry over it. Whatever. Not far from the Higma system. That's gonna happen soon. Stupid air conditioner is going off again. That'll have to do. Unless... You know what? Boom. This won't be done for a couple months anyways. For it to go a little lower. Goods. Actually, let's don't lose me in excess. 76. I just want to grab this and actually double back and survey this stuff. Ow, just forgot. Let's see, it's 4 more months, it's saying. I think I can do that and not sew it. Nope. Really? White have had a... Oh well. You need paperwork, huh? Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's... We have managed to decipher the confusing, repetitive messages the Smek aliens were sending us, and it turns out they were commercial advertisements. Apparently they call themselves Racket Industrial Enterprise, part of a group of spacefaring traders who make a living by offering the best deals, or what they claim to be the best deals, to whichever civilization they happen to be visiting at the time. True to form, it appears they're attempting to contact us. Ori, we greet you. We are operators of Rack Industrial Enterprise, a member of the Caravanassery Caravan Coalition. We travel the stars. We see all that glows. We gather and we trade. We pass through your space in peace, only to buy, to sell. We'll offer you good deals, many things. Just now our ships are absent. We'll speak to you soon when we come back. Should you call us the Caravanassery Caravan Coalition? What is there? Next time, maybe. Sapiens with psychological profiles particularly vulnerable to addictive behaviors advised to stay away from the slots and route carriers. If they hate fun, that is. Right. Yeah, I can contact their home station. Try and do route carriers and stuff. Not useful. So you have tons of energy to spare. But there's Choice Compass over there. Yeah, doesn't look like they changed. Yeah, the deal wasn't reason why. Screwed up by accident. Don't value consumer. They do still value consumer goods. Let's offer them some consumer goods. And trade. Thought that was changed. Boom. Actually, yeah, stuff besides minerals from like energy. Boom. 700, 1400, 17. It's pretty close to even. Let's trade. Alright, so 359 instead of 1. This is 62. Energy. Get that. Yep. Looks like food for energy is a good deal. All right. $57 food for 62 energy. Yippity uppers. Have everything to meet my obligations. Trade with those guys. Thought for sure they reject it, but no. You know what it would take to get that off is what's his one's gotta have consumer goods at a decent price. Maybe the Mega Core. Nope. Oh wow. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, stupid air conditioner was running way too much yet again. Oh yeah, priests. Figures I forget them. nervous about this somehow falling short. Maybe I need not be, though. Alright. Well, do I do quantum computing dynamics center here? The minerals for system capital complex. Technically, they don't have the pops here either. But, because I'm reselling so many pops away. Finish this energy grid. This plant mostly dedicated to industry and some mining. Should this still be a mining world? Yeah, it should actually have the same amount of actual workforce. When you count the automation as industries. Time for voltaic production yard. Synth prime. Ooh. Darkness Awakening. Makes me think I'll store my archive series somehow. Thinking about that too much. I mean, that series quite a lot. Won't ruin the story for any of you. Huh, 27 value from the aid workers. To me, about 14, so I gain profit of 13. And then 500 amenities to the vassal. So it might be of value as much as 9 per pop. After upkeep. Huh. Maybe less valuable in the technicians. does add more jobs to the planet. Without them spinning minerals. Whatever. Always everything else are a bit tight, so I'll keep adding to Buckler corvettes for a little. Buckler class in that fleet, in fact. 12. And I can do some bracers. Here I'm saying the priests are producing more value than 50, 60-ish. I'm forgetting they have upkeep as well for their jobs. 9 upkeep. Right. 62 value minus 9 upkeep, so 53 value for 2.4. Give me a sec to crunch these numbers. Calculator. Yeah, no, they're still more valuable than squires. Not much, but in fact, it's about 4.5 extra value per 100 pops over a squire. Very minor improvement. Definitely better with the Field Dynamic Center. Only around 9 value total. Monument's more valuable by far. I won't be shuttering that temple anytime soon. Made more sense here with those worker jobs available. Real work jobs, not squire jobs. Communications established. Weird. I didn't finish one of these. Oh. We are receiving a transmission from the Gambian High Kingdom. They appear to have successfully translated their language. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have ceased. Elective mockery, but they're the ruthless capitalist personality. Speaking on behalf of the Gambian High Kingdom, and I come with a message for your depraved species. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader with reverence, there may yet be peace between our nations. We share the same divine heritage. They're not too friendly. lots of consumer goods, though. Maybe they'll trade me some. Don't need that many. But somewhere around that. That will do. Oh, yeah. I can do. Nice trade of food for consumer goods here. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I'll also trade energy, actually, even better deal. Deal on energy. They get so much energy. Who knows? Let's see, I can't use more than about 6,000 anyways. If that. Actually, I could use more than that. Missing. There we go. Extremely profitable deal. Colonel Thrifty, natural sociologist, nomadic and unruly. Interesting. Philosopher King, wrote past. All right. There was a first contact briefly when old ones. Interesting. The Gambian High Kingdom science ship came in this area. But they must have traded for my language with one of these guys. Megwars. Stick an envoy in this. Enough time to reassign that guy, I think, if I meet another empire. Hopefully. So, Mike Pop. About to finish Gothar Prime. we explore up that way. Ah. To go that way, it's so bad. Smart. This is restricted for now. Should reroute in a second. Boom. The cold ones. Starfleet. Turn on the system. We'll have to reassign to somewhere else, I guess. Maybe in the archaeology, I don't know. Year and a half to recruit more possible commanders, some of whom might be good. I want to go further over capacity with the other classes. This just increased to 5 months? Why? Yeah, I need to put some pops back into the priest jobs again. Let's do what's available. You have some value anyways. It's one of the louder songs. Alright. Going for a while here. Give me a sec. Just checking something.